Hey friends, before we get into today's movie review, I just want to let you know, because I promised I would let you know when I started doing live stand-up, that I have a show October 19th in Nashville. I'm opening up for my friend Joel Berry, who opened up for me in LA. Super funny guy. You've probably seen him and I do little skits and stuff before.
I'm gonna bring Mabel.
Please don't bring that bird.
She's all ready.
Do not bring that bird.
I will put all the details in the description box if you want to come see us. Woohoo! And now let's get into the video.
I'm Jaime Fritz. I need all you dozens of viewers out there, just tell me how you like this, alright? Welcome to the show.
You know, friends, throughout my career of roasting movies, there's been a lot of highs and lows. I've made a lot of you laugh, which I'm very thankful for, but unfortunately, I've hurt a lot of your feelings too. Sometimes when I make fun of a movie that somebody likes, it really affects them and they take it personal. I get comments that say things like, "This movie means a lot to me and the only people who hate it are sad, effing losers like yourself. Keep manipulating people. It's all you have." And I never really understood that. I couldn't relate to getting upset about someone else's opinion of a movie until I recently saw another comedian named Shane Gillis roasting one of my most favoriteest movies, and I got a taste of my own medicine.
He's invisible. He only with her like occasionally, so then that means most of the time he's just invisible. Like he was in the attic chilling. He would come down at night to like slap people in the face. It's so funny.
How dare he notice a plot hole that I didn't notice, you know what I mean? So after coming to this realization, I thought if only I could find a movie that we all agreed sucked. A movie that nobody in their right mind could ever love or develop a sentimental attachment to. A movie so bad it gets 100% terrible reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. A movie so heinous and sloppily thrown together that none of the actors in it are even willing to acknowledge its existence or give any interviews about it. If only I could find the worst movie ever made and nobody's feelings would be hurt if I made fun of it because it was so universally agreed upon to be terrible. And then I found it, and it's on Amazon Prime. And it's called War of the Worlds. Damn. Not to be confused with Battle of the Bulge. Why am I obsessed with Battle of the Bulge? All right, friends. War of the Worlds is a remake of a remake of a remake of a novel. Chances are you've heard of it. But the kicker to the version that we're talking about today is that this one was filmed during the pandemic. So it's unique in that the whole movie is basically a bunch of Zoom calls edited together like a YouTube video. And all of the actors had to film their parts separately in order to practice social distancing. Why did it release on Amazon Prime 5 years after it was shot? I don't really know. And I've worked so hard on this review that I have no energy left to research it. But it's weird, right? Like it feels weird now to see like a clearly COVID shot movie in 2025 when they don't make COVID no more. But that's not the only reason it's strange. It's really bad. It's the worst movie of 2025 so far, and quite possibly the worst movie of all time. It's got everything we love about bad movies, but also so much more. New bad things that I didn't even know I could love about bad movies, such as these strange YouTube-style jump cuts in the middle of a single shot, weirdly unprofessional news headlines, FaceTime calls in the middle of terrorist takedowns and alien attacks. But perhaps most strangely, endless mentions of Amazon, while also claiming to not be sponsored by Amazon. Like, remember the Tasty Cake movie where Tasty Cake was mentioned every 17 seconds? This is like that with Amazon, but worse. And they are saying that Amazon had nothing to do with them putting Amazon in this movie. Did you get what I'm saying? Amazon. So, buckle up, dude. It's gonna be a long one. Lot of information. Grab an energy drink. Try not to fall asleep when I talk about this, but if you do need to take a little nap, just make sure you do it with today's sponsor.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Hey kids. So as some of you may know, I recently moved into a new house. I moved states actually from St. Louis, Missouri to Nashville, Tennessee. And shortly, like a week after we moved in, my sister and both of Nick's sisters wanted to come stay with us. Nick's sisters both had their boyfriends with them. And after one night of staying at my house, I woke up the next morning to my sister's boyfriend having this to say.
I didn't wake up with shoulder pain this morning, or neck pain, or back pain, or anything like that.
Every bed, our $7,000 freaking other bed, we laid in it and we rolled in the middle. That bed last night was perfect.
Hell yeah, dude. And I'll give you one guess as to what mattress he was referring to. Yeah, you guessed it. It was the Helix mattress. So if you don't know this, Helix actually makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door. And they have 20 different mattresses to choose from. I personally love the Sunset Luxe. I have 3 of them now because I immediately got another one after my family stayed and raved about how amazing it was. But anyway, they have a sleep solution for literally anyone. You just go to the Helix website, take the little quiz, give it some information about like what type of sleeper you are and what you prefer, and it will recommend the perfect mattress for you. Also, you can rest easy with Helix's seamless returns and exchange policy. And they also offer a 100-night sleep trial, so you can really get a feel for if you love your mattress or not, but you will. So like I said, we immediately got another one. We have 3 of them now. We're a full-blown Helix household. We absolutely love it, and you guys will too. So if you're interested in checking out Helix, they actually have an extended Labor Day sale going on right now and are offering 27% off site-wide. So you can go to helixsleep.com/JamieFrench, take the quiz, and find your perfect mattress. Again, that's helixsleep.com/JamieFrench. Spell my name correctly. You can click the link in the description box if it's easier than typing it in. Thank you so much, Helix, for helping my brother-in-law's back and for sponsoring a portion of today's video. And now back to the show. Hey kids, we're back. And it's time for the Battle of the Bulge. I mean, the War of the Worlds. Okay, so the movie opens with the main character played by Ice Cube. His name in this movie is William Bradford. He's sitting at his computer where he will remain for about 99.9999% of this movie. So he signs in to get to work as a domestic terror analyst. He works for like the Department of Homeland Security, if you couldn't tell by the big logo on his desktop. He logs into Guardian, which is the software that he uses to like surveil people. Is that a word? I feel like we should make it a word right now. Anyway, he logs in and he decides that he's going to start, you know, watching over Washington, D.C. And right off the bat, I was so struck by the editing. Get ready for the editing. There's so much keyframing. The whole movie is edited like a YouTube video, like a high retention edit of a YouTube video. Like basically what I try to do on this channel with like zooming in and zooming out, a bunch of cuts, just like anything to kind of hold the viewer's attention. That's what's going on for the next hour and a half. It's very unique for a film. So his surveillance software is insanely high tech and insanely powerful. It can scan people's faces even if they're not facing the camera. He can just like click on a car and hear the conversation of the person inside it. He can even click on a person crossing the street and hear their phone conversation.
My battery's dying. I'm sure I'm being spied on. Shut up, man. You're just paranoid.
Oh my God, you guys, what are the odds that they're talking about being spied on while being spied on? So as a person who identifies as the dullest crayon in the box, I got immediately confused. He starts to like look at the Homeland Security headquarters, and then when the camera cuts, I thought we were going to be inside of Homeland Security headquarters, but instead we're at an airport where it says the threat level is high. But then we see the FBI building, but then a different airport, and I just don't know where we're at. I don't know what we should be paying attention to, you know? It keeps getting worse. He searches for domestic terrorists. He clicks on this hooded figure named Disruptor, who's a very important character. And so I'm like, cool, he's gonna catch a terrorist right just now. But just when you think he's gonna catch somebody, he opens a new tab and starts spying on his daughter, Faith, for about 8 seconds until Eva Longoria calls.
Good morning, what's up?
That was too much information for my brain at one time, you know what I mean? And what happened to the high threat level at the airport? Are we just ignoring that?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't know. It doesn't matter, I guess, because as I mentioned, he gets a call from Eva Longoria. Her name in his phone is Sandra NASA. So just take a wild guess as to where she works. Sandra NASA has some wild stuff to show to Willie.
Look, take a look at this. I've never seen global storms like this.
You've never seen global storms like this? Would that maybe have anything to do with the fact that they're green screen lightning animations that you ripped from YouTube? They couldn't even bother to like make them real. You can make really realistic looking lightning with like Adobe After Effects. You didn't have to do this.
Something is way off. Their size, the amount.
The pixelation, the stock image of a barn with a silo, it all just doesn't add up. So Willie's like, look, I don't care about your weird storms, all right?
Yeah, Well, I got bigger fish to fry than watching clouds.
And he then gets notified that the disruptor terrorist has posted a YouTube video.
I will be releasing classified documents proving the surveillance industrial complex is using their top secret Goliath program to...
So Disruptor starts like doing his terrorist message, and I guess it's a live stream, so William is able to start tracking his IP address, but I guess it just was kind of taking too long, so he decided to take a detour from catching the terrorists and go spy on his daughter again. But this time you notice that she used her debit card to purchase a suspicious food.
Hey.
A muffin? Really? A muffin? What are you thinking?
Jesus, Dad.
Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Spying on his daughter is weird enough, as well as being notified of what she's spending her money on. That's extra weird, but what's really chapping my cheeks right now is this text that pops up next to her head. Faith, Georgetown University, Biomedical Research, Mark Goodman, baby daddy. Huh? That's what this Homeland Security facial recognition software recognizes about this woman? That someone named Mark Goodman is her baby daddy? Wow. Why did it say all this professional surveillance-y stuff about the men? Does this software just not like women? I don't even want to know what it would say about me, okay? So don't tell me. So anyway, he berates his daughter for what she's eating, and he even shares with her that he somehow hacked her fridge.
Let's just say me and your fridge is pretty tight.
Who hacks a fridge? Honestly.
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
But then he quickly hangs up on his daughter to go hack his son's video game controller. So the point here is, friends, he's a very controlling, meddlesome, overbearing, garbage father, and we have zero reason to root for him.
You need to lay off the soy milk.
Side note, have you ever seen a hacker who be like, I'm in more than William Bradford here? He is the absolute hackiest hacker to ever be like, I'm in. Everything can be hacked in this movie. You can actually hack anything with electricity, much like you can milk anything with nipples. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? Anyone? So he's like hacking and deleting his son's video game, and I guess it was important to the story, but I was too distracted by the text messages he has open on the screen between him and Faith. Hey Dad, I need a ride to the hospital Friday. Any chance you can take me? Mark can do it? Question mark? They're not letting him at work. He tried to move stuff around. Shocker. Please Dad. Not sure. We'll let you know. Shocker. Right. Diaper boy can't do it hard. I'm the bad guy. What? Who's Diaper Boy? Is that the baby daddy? God. The editors couldn't even talk good. God. So back to this FaceTime call with his son, there's two things I noticed. One, the son mentions Amazon immediately.
And you need to get a real job.
This is my job.
Look, son, I got a friend over at NSA. They recruiting next week.
Let it go. I mean, spying on what's in people's Amazon carts?
Very subtle. Two, there's something I don't think I've ever seen in a movie before, which is jump cuts where there shouldn't be. And when I say jump cuts, I mean stuff like this, where I'm over here, and then the camera cuts and I'm over here, and you can just kind of tell that the camera is cutting. That's something that you see like in a YouTube video, you know, not during a Zoom call or a FaceTime call, because those are supposed to be live and unedited. We're literally 5 minutes into the movie and it's already this bad. Can you imagine how much worse it's gonna be? So then the search for the disruptor's IP address is finally done, and he finds the guy in Chicago, where he sends a drone to surveil it. But then Mark Faith boyfriend calls, which I'm pretty sure is the same guy as Mark baby daddy, and William just takes the phone call in the middle of literally finding the terrorist.
Yes, Mark, what is it?
Hey, Pops.
Pops, I'm not your daddy, man.
Why does he keep just chatting with people while catching terrorists? Anyway, Faith's boyfriend Mark is an Amazon delivery guy. So mention number 2 of Amazon, and we are like 2 seconds into the movie. Well, friends, in addition to the number of friends that he FaceTimes at work, he also decides to start perusing Facebook while on the clock, at which time he gets a notification that 4 years ago today he was tagged in some photos with somebody named Erica Radford, who we learn is his late wife, because she's dead. Good God. Because she's dead as a doornail, and that's why she's so late. So he looks at her Facebook page all sadly, and her AI-generated cover photo that she's not even in. And then he goes and sends her a Facebook message that doesn't get delivered because she's dead as a doornail. And I almost felt sad until he decided to scroll back in his messages and play a voice memo from his late wife that I guess she sent before her death.
Remember to take out the trash today and be nice to the kids. I love you, baby.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Don't forget to be nice to the kids. Why would you send that in a Facebook message if you have each other's phone numbers? Being nice to the kids is a given as a parent. It's not something you forget. That would be like me voice memoing Nick and being like, don't forget to wear a shirt before you go in public today.
I love you, baby.
Oops.
What? No. Don't show him crying. It's gonna make me feel something. Get back in there, Tear.
Get back in there, Tia.
So then, God, I hate this movie. I can't even understand what I'm telling you. So William gets on this group FaceTime call with this FBI agent, this other special agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm just kidding. He's like the director of Homeland Security. He's William's boss, but he's also from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where he also plays an agent. It's kind of funny. His name is Director Briggs. So anyway, the FBI lady is about to bust in on the disruptor terrorist, but I couldn't focus because Briggs's camera is glitching during the call.
Director Briggs, you have FBI Special Agent Jeffries on the line.
Sir.
Good to meet you, Jeffries. I want this to be clean and surgical. We don't know who these hackers are.
Just makes me wonder, did they make these FaceTime calls look so glitchy so that they could disguise something, you know? Like bad audio overdubbing or something? Like, remember in Madam Web when the mouths of the actors didn't match the words that were being spoken?
I will be here for her.
But in the future.
I feel like the same thing happened here where there was a ton of like post-production audio recorded and it didn't match up well, or they changed the lines or something. So the directors were just like, oh, just make the call look glitchy. Nobody will ever know.
We don't know who these hackers are, but we know what they're capable of.
Briggs, why are you so sweaty with a water bottle? Are you working out in your office? Like Ron Burgundy?
Tuesday's arms and back.
You work at Homeland Security. Quit pumping iron.
This so-called disruptor is trying to reveal a top-secret program called Goliath, and that file must not go out. It's national security.
Don't worry, sir. We're all over this guy.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I guess in this very dramatic sting operation, William starts hacking people's cameras that are inside their homes, and he just happens to catch this hilarious stuff that you would see on like Vine or something. Like a cat opening a cabinet and this kid busting his little sister in the face. How does anyone get anything done around here? These hilarious videos are not the only distraction. He gets distracted yet again when the NASA lady calls and sends him even more footage of green screen animated storms. Ooh, yeah, I've never personally seen lightning go through a tree like that without slicing it to smithereens. Something is way off.
Something is way off.
Anyway, the sting operation was a complete bust. Disruptor wasn't actually in the building. It was another one of his decoys.
Oh, shit. It's another one of his decoys.
Oh, so this has happened before? And you didn't learn the first time? I don't know, but anyway, some like crazy weird sky bomb goes off. What is it, Willie? What is it? What is it? Can you tell us what you saw? Because all I saw was nothing. I saw nothing but the sky. So he adjusts his glasses, he gets ready to hack and be like I'm into this drone. He calls it his commandeer drone. I guess this drone is just like hovering at all times because as soon as he hacks it, it's already in the air hovering. Anyway, he sees a bunch of meteor-like things headed toward Earth. Because he can also hack space. This dude can hack space and a satellite, and I still can't figure out how to unpair my Bluetooth speaker. So as chaotic as this movie has been so far, this is where it starts getting real chaotic, okay? Missiles are flying, alarms are going off, emergency alerts are coming in from every single city, news is breaking. Look at this article that pops up from the LA Times called Crazy Meteor Footage Caught on Camera. Crazy meteor footage. That's almost as unprofessional as the Homeland Security software using the word baby daddy. Look at the banner at the bottom of the screen when he opens the video. All warning systems failed. Los Angeles bombarded by space boulders. Boulders. Ah, yes. Boulders. Nature's most confident rocks. I'll be here all week. But anyway, back to everybody dying.
Upon entering Earth's atmosphere, becoming what we used to be calling shoots.
Man, this is crazy. I hope Sandra NASA calls soon to tell us more about the weather.
Some are speeding up, some are slowing down. This scatters their entry points across the hemisphere. Your location is gonna get hit. I'm heading to one of the crash sites now.
Sandra, are you sure this is serious? Because that guy back there seemed quite cavalier on his leisurely stroll through the building. He doesn't even look like he's not even heading outside. Shouldn't you be evacuating? It just makes me wonder like exactly how low the budget was for this film and if they just filmed it in like a public place where actual people were doing things that weren't actors, you know what I mean? So anyway, DC ends up getting hit with one of these meteor things. William's office building specifically gets hit. Seriously, they put a jump cut in the middle of that shot? Why are we cutting? It happens again 2 seconds later when he tries to FaceTime his daughter. What does that mean? Why are there cuts? Was it an accident? What does a horseshoe do? Are there any horse socks? Is anybody listening to me? Also, if your building just got hit with a meteor, wouldn't you, like, get out when you clock out for the day? I think you can clock out. I don't think you would be expected to stay at work after getting hit with a literal meteor, but what do I know? Damn, that was crazy. Let me just get back in my chair here. Speaking of clocking out, we gotta take a short break. Go get yourselves a muffin, a suspicious muffin, and I'll see you guys in a second. Hey kids, we're back, and William can't get a hold of his daughter.
Come on, where are you?
He's hacking the cameras at every location that she could possibly be. Her home, her lab, her school. I'm sorry, can I see the shots of her home again? Because for a second, it looked like she had a camera inside of her home facing her couch. Why? Nobody who would want to film themselves sitting on the couch watching TV? Is it just for like late night debates when you need to prove who farted? Anyway, he finds Faith, thankfully, and he sends Mark baby daddy to go save her. And then he FaceTimes Dave, his son, from earlier, but Dave, like, I don't know, dies or something.
Hey! I'm okay.
That was not my edit, by the way. That is how the editors of this movie edited it. Which, by the way, is one of my favorite sentences to say, and imagine, if you will, that one of the editors' names was Ed. Which would mean that this is how Ed edited it. So Willie hops back on a Zoom call with Director Briggs and Sandra NASA and this guy, I can't remember his name. Secretary of Defense or something? Crystal? Secretary of Defense Crystal. But Sandra is like on site, like she went to go check out one of the meteors that crashed into the Earth. And oh my god, it's the biggest thing I've ever seen.
It's huge, it's gotta be like 30, 40 feet.
Now, you guys all might be thinking to yourselves, dang, that's a big meteor, but actually it ain't a meteor. Yeah, see them airplanes, they drop their toilets at 37,000 feet and the stuff freezes and falls to Earth.
We call them Boeing bombs.
Joe Dirt, anyone? Anyway, the meteor like splits itself open and a weird alien snake comes out. It's hard to tell exactly what it looks like though, because the whole clip is soup's glitchy. But then a few minutes later, he gets on another call with that FBI lady and she gets a better look at the aliens. This time, instead of a snake, it's like a gigantic robot. Sorry, what was that? What? What?
Damn.
Ice Cube's reactions are the only good part of this film.
Ooh, what in the world? Damn. Oh my god.
Yeah, so the meteors were actually just like giant robot eggs or something. They like carried the robots inside them.
It ain't a meteor.
And now the world is being attacked by aliens. It's almost as if it's a war of the worlds. So the aliens start making this crazy loud noise, kind of like in Leave the World Behind. I don't know who made the noise in that movie, but it's like a noise that, you know, causes panic and mayhem and anxiety. The noise is so loud that it really does a number on the FBI lady. And if you liked that shot of the FBI lady, don't worry, because they reused the exact same shot again about 6 seconds later. I couldn't even wait to space the shots apart. It was literally 2 seconds apart. Anyway, I think the FBI lady dies.
Oh my God.
But there's no time to grieve the FBI lady because Faith finally calls back.
I've never showed it, Dad.
What are you doing outside?
You know, one of my favorite things about this movie is the amount of people who feel like FaceTiming a family member while doing something crazy stressful, such as running for their lives from a giant cyborg.
Crazy cyborgs.
I really actually don't like FaceTime at all in my real life, so I wouldn't be FaceTiming in this situation anyway, but even if I was FaceTime's #1 fan, I would never think to myself, oh my God, this 1,000-ton cyborg is attacking me, I better FaceTime my dad.
What are you doing outside?
No. So Faith gets injured while running from the alien. She gets some like shrapnel in her leg or something.
Oh my God, it hurts so bad.
Okay, stay calm. How are you? How's the baby?
Did he just say, how are you?
How are you?
You don't say, how are you, when someone's running from their life from aliens. Oh my God, you're running from aliens? You're gonna die soon? The world's under attack? How are you?
Stay calm. Your heart rate is way too high.
No, it literally isn't. My heart rate gets up to like 160 or 170 when I do legs, okay? She's fine. Again, why don't the writers like know about things? Why don't they know information and stuff? How come they don't know any stuff? How did he check her heart rate to begin with? I guess she was like wearing an Apple Watch that we couldn't see. So William calls 911, but they're not there right now. They're busy. So he decides he's gonna go save her life himself, but he can't get out of his office building.
Lockdown.
So he has the brilliant idea to tell her to run across the street and get into this Tesla so that he can hack it and be like, I'm in, and make it drive her to the hospital or wherever it is that he takes her. And like, full disclosure, I actually kind of thought this part was clever. I don't know, it was fun until it got weird again.
Hey, I don't blame you for not wanting me at your shower. Put you and your brother through a lot of pain.
Think you have more power than you really do.
I don't know about you guys, but this kind of feels like an inappropriate time to suddenly try and unpack and mend your strained father-daughter relationship because aliens are coming. Oh, I guess he heard me. So then he starts watching the news again, and we find out that the aliens took out all of our satellites before they came to Earth.
Meteors were intentionally crashed into hundreds of satellites.
And oh my God, you guys, look at the text banner. They did it on purpose. I totally would have thought that this was an accidental satellite destruction had they not told us that it was on purpose. Nothing really exciting happens for a while. It's just very chaotic. The military does respond, and they start taking out some of the aliens. They start to recognize like the aliens' patterns.
Every time they make that sound, they change directions.
And they start to notice that the aliens keep targeting like government data centers.
Reports are coming in that the machine's destinations appear to be top secret government data centers.
So Sandra NASA shows up to one of the sites again where one of the cyborg aliens was killed, and she follows like the robot tentacle thing into the building to see exactly what it's doing at this data center.
The hell's that stuff?
Something's going on with the servers.
Oh yeah, I think maybe it's this giant pile of robot tentacles invading them. I think that's what's going on.
What in the world?
So then the tentacles turn into bugs, or they like release bugs or something, and then Sandra's call cuts off just in time for us to see via Will's computer that the servers have all been emptied of their data. Like they were just simplistic little data buckets that could be emptied.
They're being emptied.
Emptied?
So with the loss of data comes the loss of the military and the loss of fighter jets. Oh my God, can we see that again? Because that was some next level editing. Again, Ice Cube's reactions throughout this whole movie are my favorite. I love that the whole world is coming to an end and people are dying everywhere, and he's like, oh no.
Oh no.
Damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. I would actually watch this whole movie again, but take out everything except Ice Cube's like facial expressions, reactions, and glasses adjustments.
Damn.
And it would probably be more exciting than the regular film. So meanwhile, Faith, in case you forgot about Faith, the Tesla got her to her destination, but unfortunately she's still bleeding out. So her baby daddy shows up to save her, and he sees her bleeding to death, but isn't really sure what to do about it, so he FaceTimes William.
You gotta put some pressure on that wound, man.
Oh, is that what you do? You put pressure on it? You put pressure on it to stop someone from bleeding out? Who could have known that? Thank God he called.
Mark, no!
Trust me. I'm a pro.
Yeah, he's a pro with packing tape because he's an Amazon packer, but last I checked, Amazon used a totally different type of tape on their packages, but who am I to split hairs? Man, I hope this works and that the bleeding stops.
All right, it worked. Bleeding stopped.
How long did they sit there with her bleeding out before they called Will and taped her? Why did they even call Will? So freaking Sandra from NASA calls yet again. Give it a rest, lady. How many times are you gonna almost die?
Sorry.
So on this call, she shows Will that the little bugs that came out of the alien tentacle are A, very adorable.
They even do tricks.
And B, they like eating data.
Why are they going after the chip?
These little guys are drawn to data.
These things eat data.
Eat data, boy.
And that is officially what the aliens are after.
To get to the data.
Of all the long and awkward pauses in this movie, that one was the longest and the awkwardest.
To get to the data.
Stop it.
So as the aliens are eating all of our data like Pac-Man, everything starts disappearing, even people's photos on their Facebooks.
No.
Today was a good day.
Okay, fine. You know what? Take the photos, but please, for the love of God, don't take that voice memo.
Remember to take out the trash today and be nice to the kids. I love you, baby. Remember to take out the trash today and be nice to the kids.
No, not my AI-generated voice memo telling me not to forget to be nice to the kids. Am I stupid, or is this not remotely accurate to what it would be like if aliens ate our data and we lost a voice memo in the process? I feel like it would just like disappear. It wouldn't slowly distort and pitch and speed like air escaping a balloon.
Be nice to the kids.
Hey, it's a couple days later. So circling back to William's son, Dave. Do you guys remember Dave? Remember we thought he died and was dead as a doornail for a second because the FaceTime call?
Damn, my son died.
Well, turns out he is not dead as a doornail and is perfectly fine and has just been like chilling in his room during most of this apocalypse. And throughout this movie, amidst this, alien invasion, cyber attack chaos, he continues to FaceTime his dad like every few minutes to give him what he says is very important and very pertinent information. And William just absolutely refuses to listen to him.
Listen, I need to talk to you about something.
I don't have time for that right now.
I have information I think you might want to know.
Not now, Dave.
Just hear me out on this.
No. I don't want to hear nothing you have to say. That's fake news. I gotta go.
He's literally like, Dad, I have the literal answer to win War of the Worlds. And Ice Cube's just like, I don't want to hear about it.
Not now, Dave.
Until, of course, William decides to check back in with the disruptor. The terrorist from earlier. And he finds out using some very hacky and high-tech voice recognition software that the disruptor is actually Dave.
Won't stop until they have it all.
Won't stop until they have it all. They have it all. Won't stop until they have it all.
It's you! It's you! My own son is hacking the government.
No son of mine's gonna be like I'm in more than I be like I'm in. So Dave is like, look, Dad, there's a reason I'm a full-blown terrorist. The government is doing bad things, okay? They created this very bad program called Goliath. It spies on people. It's bad. And he sends him this file entitled Goliath. And William's like, no, dude, I'm not looking at that. There's nothing in this file that can convince me that what you've done is right. But like, what exactly did he do? What did Dave the Disruptor do? I can't remember. But anyway, William is absolutely not going to open this file, and Dave's like, but the truth will set you free. And so William's like, all right, you convinced me. So he goes ahead and opens the file, and it's just full of a bunch of evidence of this Goliath program that the government created. And it could have been a little bit confusing for somebody like me, but thankfully William was there to verbally say out loud everything that he's seeing.
Violent weather, strange craft sightings. The hell are those things? Collecting data. Oh man, that's what brought them here in the first place. They knew, and they hid it from us. They hid it from everybody. They even know about these things. Goliath. Damn, Dave was right. They lied to me the whole time. Holy shit. Briggs is behind the whole thing. Damn.
So in a nutshell, Dave and a group of his friends are the Disruptors.
Dad, meet my disruptors.
Let's disrupt some shit.
And they're rebelling against the government because the government created Goliath. It is the reason that the aliens are attacking. The government knew all along what would happen, and they did it anyway.
They knew.
Why would the government be cool with being attacked by aliens? So William calls up Senator Briggs, and he's like, I know about Goliath.
Y'all know all about Goliath.
Wow, you did it.
Wow, that's amazing that he knew exactly what you were calling about, even though you said most of the sentence before the call actually picked up.
Y'all know all about Goliath.
Wow.
But hold on, didn't Director Briggs like straight up mention Goliath at the beginning of the movie directly to William?
This so-called disruptor is trying to reveal a top-secret program called Goliath.
How is that a secret?
NASA warned you if you activated Goliath, it could spark an invasion.
And William like over-explains the situation again to Briggs, just in case the audience was confused, which we are.
When you turned on Goliath, you rang a dinner bell that traveled throughout the whole galaxy. You risked all of our lives just to spy on people's Amazon cart.
Oh, subtle. That was so subtle, dude. How many mentions of Amazon is that now? So Willie is not on board with this, obviously. He doesn't want to work for corrupt government. So Detective Briggs is like, all right, you're fired.
You're dismissed.
Stop.
And then 1/10 of a second later, before the call has even finished hanging up, William is locked out of everything. He's locked out of Guardian. He can't be like I'm in anymore. And in fact, one might even say that he'd be like, I'm out.
I'm out.
They even disconnected the Wi-Fi to his building in the blink of an eye. Everything happens in one fraction of a second in this movie. So all seems lost, but thankfully, Dave, the Disruptor, is also a hacker. So he hacks the whole Guardian system so that his dad can keep hacking. And oh my God, my brain, it hurts. It hurts so good.
Clever little
Oh, and by the way, Faith is doing a lot better, in case you guys were worried about her. You can tell how good she's doing by this selfie that Mark Baby Daddy sent, where he takes up 82% of the screen, and she's slightly visible in the background.
Good. Thank God.
Anyway, William and the rest of the Disruptors devise a plan to poison the aliens' food supply by planting a virus in the data.
We gotta poison their food supply.
But meanwhile, William wants to blow the whistle, so he uploads a YouTube video to the Disruptor YouTube channel.
This invasion is the result of the surveillance industrial complex collecting massive amounts of data with the Goliath program.
It's too risky, Briggs. Shut it down now.
With all due respect, General, Goliath will be activated whether you like it or not. We now have the ability to predict every person's thoughts and movements.
Our most precious resource on Earth.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get this straight for a second. William joined the rebellion with his son about 12 minutes ago. So you mean to tell me in that amount of time that William edited an entire YouTube video complete with text on the screen and graphics and keyframing and cool effects, and he even like spliced his face over the top of the Disruptor?
Holy shit.
Dad? Dad's OG.
When did you make this? So they upload the virus to all the government data centers by simply dragging and dropping it, and it works for like a split second, but then it doesn't.
Something's wrong.
I'm being hacked. They're hacking us.
Oh my god, the hackers are hacking the hackers. It's a hack within a hack. It's hackception. And somehow this really backfires because then the aliens know where the disruptors are and they start attacking the disruptors and Dave dies again.
It's near our house.
No, Dave, get over there now! Dave, it's on! No! No!
Dang it, my son died again. But then Dave comes back and he's like, no, I was never even there. I was at my friend's house the whole time in front of a green screen.
I bounced my signal. I'm chilling at Brian's house.
You had me worried to death, man.
Why do you think you couldn't find Disruptor for a year?
Oh my god, same. I'm not actually at home. I've been filming this whole time at my local Save and Pay pharmacy. In fact, I need to go home. Let's take one more break and I'll meet you guys at my crib. See you there. Hey kids, we're back. And it's almost time for the climax. So the virus to kill the aliens didn't work, as we know, but thankfully Faith is like a bioengineer or something. And she happened to have already invented a code that will cause the aliens to eat themselves. Like, they called it a cannibal code.
Faith, do you have access to your cannibal code? These things are alive.
I don't totally get it, but it's not important. But they have no way of getting the code into the Goliath program because everything got blown up. Blown up!
Blown up!
They can't drag and drop it this time, you know? So Ice Cube has to actually finally leave the room he's been in for this entire movie and go manually put the code into Goliath. But unfortunately, he doesn't have a thumb drive.
Put it on a thumb drive.
I don't have a thumb drive.
But thankfully, Mark Baby Daddy is like, well, I got a thumb drive.
Even I have a thumb drive.
I'll send it to you with my Amazon drone.
And I can get it to you. Ha! Prime Air.
Prime Air?
Oh, it's the future of delivery. They've been training us for months.
I can't make this stuff up, you guys. So he tells William to place an official order on Amazon to activate the drone. Oh my god.
I need you to place an official order on Amazon to activate the drone.
Nuts.
So Mark has to then fly the Amazon drone to the Department of Homeland Security, like through the aliens.
Guys, I need some cover here! I got a bogey on my tail!
Did he actually just say I got a bogey on my tail? Like from that video game we all played in 1997? What was it called? Star Fox?
Bogey on your tail!
What's going on? So friends, as stupid as this movie is, it's about to somehow get stupider. So the Amazon drone crashes to the ground and it happens to land by this homeless dude who was just kind of chilling in his tent during the alien apocalypse, you know, as one does. And they use like facial recognition or something to find his phone number, text him, ask him to go flip the drone over, but he of course doesn't want to because of the War of the Worlds, you know? So they bribe him.
Why is he waiting?
But how did they get his photo already saved under his contact information? Anyway, he doesn't want to do it, so they incentivize him. They offer him a little special something. Can you guess what it is?
Just flip it over, just...
Wait, hold on. I've got a better idea.
A normal person would probably guess, you know, money, food, a home, a full pardon from the government for whatever crime he may have committed, you know, something that kind of made sense to help him have a better future, but no. The creators of this movie decided it would be a good idea if they bribed him with $1,000 Amazon gift card, which he accepts and then runs over and flips the drone.
Flip over for me, baby. Come on, yes!
What are you gonna buy with that gift card, huh? You gonna get a lamp for your tent? You know, a tent lamp during the apocalypse? Anyway, so William finally gets to the basement of DHS where all the servers are, where Goliath is, you know. And the aliens try to get him, but he fights him off with a little help from Ludacris.
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
You can't just put Ludacris lyrics in an alien attack scene. I say that all the time. So Mark Baby Daddy finally flies the drone to him. He gets the thumb drive.
Yeah, baby. They're coming!
He gets into the Goliath room, and even though the robot data-eating aliens are killing him, he gets the thumb drive into Goliath that just so happened to have a USB port.
I love you guys!
And wouldn't you know it, friends, it worked. The cannibal code worked, and the aliens eat themselves. But unfortunately, it appears that in the process, Will died. which is sad. But everything worked out great for everyone else. Faith's code saved the world. Sandra NASA becomes the head of NASA. Briggs gets arrested. Dave gets famous. And I guess all that data that got eaten by the aliens, like, comes back, I guess. Maybe they regurgitated it. And oh look, William's actually alive.
Mr. Radford, tremendous work. You've done your country a great service. I just got off with the president. He wants you to pioneer a new data collecting protocol that doesn't invade people's personal privacy.
Sorry, sir, but not for me.
I beg your pardon?
There's more important things to do than to worry about what's in people's Amazon cart.
What? You guys? Oh my God, what was that?
I don't understand.
Is everybody okay after that review? I'm not okay. My brain needs a shower. So it goes without saying that was obviously the worst movie that you have ever seen or I have ever seen, and it was pure trash. But I think what really fascinated the world about this, myself included, is the fact that this was not a joke, and that the creator of this film thought it was good. Meaning, no matter how sure and positive you are that this was a joke to make you chuckle, it wasn't.
No one sets out to make a bad movie. It was misunderstood.
You see, friends, it was just misunderstood. Okay? It was us. It was our fault as the audience. We're stupid. It has nothing to do with the giant gaping plot holes or terrible acting or lazy special effects or the fact that the whole thing was an unofficial ad for Amazon. It's just that we didn't get it. So you can obviously find endless 1-star reviews on IMDb, and those are fun to read and stuff, but this is one of those situations where I actually got a bigger kick out of the 10-star reviews because, spoiler alert, they're all sarcastic. Nobody actually left 10 stars. Here's one of my faves entitled War of the Worlds Cured My Depression. Such an incredible movie. I've always thought, what if War of the Worlds was adapted into a Zoom meeting? And they did it perfectly, blowing my expectations out of the water. The aliens were truly terrifying. Ice Cube had an Oscar-worthy performance, especially in the film's tragic moments. Movie of the year. I like the title of this one, Academy or We Take It to the Streets. Wait, this is a great idea. Could we somehow collectively get this nominated for an Academy Award? I think there's one review that doesn't seem sarcastic and this person actually liked it. It's called This Movie Made Me Cry. When Ice Cube's son died, it made me cry because the scene was so sad. Ice Cube is so cool, I love him. Ice Cube, please notice me, my beloved. I like when Frank Sinatra was like, my way, oh wait, wrong movie. That's also not a movie, that's a song. Oh, this movie is so bad. Dang it, they tricked me. I'm always getting bamboozled. Well, friends, that is all of the mental energy I have today. And I gotta go escape an alien invasion while FaceTiming my mom. Don't forget to come see me live on October 19th in Nashville. And don't forget to check out Helix Sleep if you need a new mattress. And don't forget that if you ever feel down about yourself or your work or anything you've created, War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube exists. And nothing you ever do in life could ever be worse than it. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace out. So you can ovulate? What? I don't know.